Arcane, which is set in the League of Legends environment, has enthralled a sizable fan base from the start. The animated TV series tells the tale of two sisters, Jinx and Vi, who became estranged after a tragedy. The show also tells viewers how certain well-known League of Legends champions got their start. The experience is worthwhile because of all these strong individuals. One can question, nevertheless, which characters in the Arcane TV series are the strongest. Number 10 on the list, Victor. Because of his brilliant mind, Victor is regarded as one of the strongest people in Arcane, even though he has a terminal condition. He was raised as an introvert because he has been despised by everyone since he was a child. But after meeting Jace and learning about his plans, Victor teams up with the young genius and assists him in creating Hex Tech. Thus, in addition to Jace, Victor also contributes to Piltover's growth. He is regarded as one of the top scientists who persisted in developing Hex Tech until the inventions were flawless. Victor gets strong enough to heal anyone by touching their forehead after merging with Hex Tech in Season 2. For instance, he helps Huck to reach his healthiest state while the latter tries to loot him in the Undercity of Zaun. Number 9 on the list, Sevika. Sevika has been extremely loyal to Silco and did everything possible for the criminal kingpin's cause when he was alive. As Silco's second-in-command, she was feared by every Zaunite. Initially, she saw Jinx as a worthless person in the criminal world. She does, however, become friends with Jinx following Silco's death, and she has subsequently assisted the blue-haired troubled child in overcoming strong foes like Vi and Caitlyn. Her shimmer-infused arm, which Jinx has since replaced with a slot machine arm, makes her one of the strongest fighters capable of taking on even the most formidable foes. Number 8 on the list, Silco. The goal of Zaun's criminal kingpin, Silco, was to liberate the Undercity from Piltover's rule. Out of terror, he was revered by all Zaunite as a criminal boss. In addition to adopting Jinx after Vander dies in Season 1, Silco also takes over Jinx's business and turns it into a nightclub. He was a vicious leader of Zaun who carried out his goals and fought at the front with his followers. He is also one of the most powerful characters in Arcane due to his educated demeanor. Number 7 on the list, Caitlyn. Despite coming from one of the wealthiest families in Piltover, Caitlyn is determined to succeed rather than live her entire life under her parents' shadow. She joined the Enforcers of Piltover at a relatively young age because of her ambitions. Caitlyn is an expert with a rifle and adept at picking up on even the smallest facts that the other Enforcers typically overlook. Caitlyn gained the physical strength to defeat someone like Vi after practicing with Mbessa. In addition, she occasionally engages in combat and defends herself against the Mad Jinx, even though she is aware that the latter will stop at nothing to win a battle. Number 6 on the list, Echo. Echo is a well-known League of Legends champion and a childhood buddy of Jinx and Vi. In the end, he becomes the street gang Firelight's leader. He wished to liberate Zaun from the criminal kingpin's control while he was still living because he detested Silco. Without considering the repercussions, Echo could fight Silco beyond his limits. He uses the hoverboard to battle his adversaries, and he is an amazing hoverboarder. The opponents launched attacks on him, but he was able to avoid them thanks to his excellent reflexes. Echo is also a skilled fighter who can provide a serious blow to his opponents. Similar to Jinx, he is an inventor who makes his own weapons and bombs for use in combat. Number 5 on the list, Jace. Jace has always been fascinated by magic, which is why he always wanted to be an inventor. Eventually, he transformed Piltover into one of the world's most technologically advanced cities. Jace didn't attract much notice at the beginning of the Arcane series, but as the plot developed, we discovered the boy's potential. One of the most deserving council members with the ability to save lives is Jace, who co-founded Hextech with Victor. For example, Jace kept Victor alive by storing his body in a cocoon infused with Hextech after he was almost slain by Jinx's explosive blast. Number 4 on the list, Mbessa. Mel Medarda is the daughter of Mbessa, the powerful warlord, who manipulates everyone to achieve her objectives. She is a woman with extremely high levels of self-confidence and hardly any vulnerabilities. Her tough upbringing by her father left her vicious and frigid. Mbessa believes that the only way to maintain her social standing is through violence. She also keeps her distance from Mel because she doesn't feel sorry for her, even though she is the mother of a deceased son and a daughter. Go here to learn more about Mbessa's real motivations for coming to Piltover. Mbessa is also a skilled warrior who knows how to use a weapon that is comparable to Katar's. Her primary use of that weapon is in battles, and her reflexes and agility help her eliminate enemies. Number 3 on my list, Vander. After the girl's parents were killed in an uprising, Vander took in Vi and Jinx. He is a close friend of Silco and a former boxer who once battled Piltover on behalf of Zaun. But meeting the orphaned girls transformed him completely and inspired him to begin a new life away from all forms of violence. In some way, the person who the Zaunites once dreaded gains everyone's esteem by showing empathy for others. A shimmer-infused hideous youngster was defeated by Vander in a one-on-one duel because of his extraordinary strength. Number 2 on the list, Jinx. When Jinx is brutally separated from her sister Vi, she loses her innocence and develops mental instability. No one, not even her older sister, whom she previously loved very much, can bring her back from the dark path she took. She is a terrible foe to everyone because of her erratic personality. Because of Silco's upbringing, Jinx loses all morals and begins to view everyone as her enemy. When she discovers that Vi and Caitlyn have become close, she resists going back to her after reconciling with Vi a few years later. Aside from that, when she realizes the lies Silco has been telling her throughout her life, she doesn't hesitate to shoot him. Top of the list. Number 1, Vi. As a result of her courageous demeanor, Vi is the most popular character among fans. She is a kind individual who will stop at nothing to keep her loved ones safe. After Milo, Clagger, and Vander's horrific deaths in Arcane Season 1, Vi makes fun of Jinx, but when she chooses to return to her sister, she is taken prisoner by an enforcer. Vi never forgets Jinx, even after serving 7 years in prison, and her sister was the first person she wanted to see after being freed. When she battled Deckard and his gang in Season 1, we saw that she had been a strong fighter from the start. Since then, we've witnessed her fighting the most challenging foes, occasionally including the enforcers and Jinx. That concludes our review for today, but the discussion is far from over. For more, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more videos. Keep the magic of movies alive until the next time, signing off from FK Bytes.